be listening to her on the way to work while I'm at work. I can't really focus until she's done work cooking because she be saying some stuff, make you get up and get out your chair. So take heed to the message. Let's make sure we support her and go and subscribe to her content because she's doing an amazing, amazing job over there. I appreciate you.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We need to start learning how to tell our men what we would like, what we need in a marriage. Because if you don't tell your man what you need in a marriage, this creates chaos. I always tell people on my channel, you got to learn how to talk to your husband.
One and only, take heed to the message.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. Thank you for tuning in. And Abang Anwa, it just means queen, baby. That's all it means, honey. It's nothing else. It just means queen. Good morning, everybody. Before we start, I need y'all to hit that like and subscribe button if you feel my content, okay? Only if you feel my content. If you don't feel my content, baby, keep scrolling, okay? I don't have time for trolls. Keep scrolling, okay? I don't have time. I block you like this. I don't play no games. I am not like other influencers that let you stay in their chat and do foolery, okay? So I want us to address something that I got last night. A young man sent this to me last night, and he said, I want to read it word for word, y'all. I want to read it word for word so y'all understand what I'm saying. You said, I love the intro music. Me too. Shout out to Black Man Unfiltered. He the one who did my intro music. Shout out to that brother. Thank you so much. So a young man sent me a message last night. It says his name is Infamous 415. Okay. He said, stop listening to her. She went and married an African, a person who could not be with someone. That's what she said. That I couldn't be with someone. And he also said that I sit up here and call my own people monsters. That I have no right to talk about the Black community. So I deleted the comment and blocked him because I don't have time for that foolery. Okay. So I just put out a reel this morning and I said, allow me to reintroduce myself. Okay. Yes, I am married to an African. Yes. Going on about 16 years. I have been married to an African man. He is Nigerian. I am African American, but I grew up in the trenches. I grew up in foolery. I grew up in the PJs. I grew up where my mother and father always collected from the street pharmacists. I grew up under Zaddy, okay? I grew up under Zaddy. We collected food stamps and welfare, and we lived in the PJs once again, okay? I grew up in 3 different projects, okay, in my teenage years, and I was a teen mother. So when you come to me, learn my jacket first. Learn my jacket first. When you come to me and say foolery, good morning, Mr. He said. When you come to me and say foolery, learn my jacket first before you start any nonsense. Okay? Yes, I have grew up in nonsense. I have grew up in foolery. And yes, I'm married to an African man. But that does not give you the right or anybody else the right to tell me I can't talk about my community. I know how much I've been through in our community and the bad things that happen. I am not like other influencers that they just know the stats, that they know the charts, that they know fatherless, being in fatherless homes don't make sense. I grew up in it. I know what it's like not to live in your father living in your home. I know what it's like to grow up without a father. I know what it's like to only see your father on the weekends. I know what it's like to have your mama disgrace your father in front of everybody. I know what it's like to be mistreated. I know what it's like to wait for a welfare check and food stamps. I know what it's like to see your mama go sell everything in your household just to get a hit. So don't come and say foolery to me like I don't know what's going on in our community. And yes, I called them monsters. I said, y'all raising monsters. Yes, I said it. I said it. I said it. And I stand 10 toes down in it. I said it. Because that's what's going on in our community. Nobody want to speak on it. Nobody want to call a spade a spade. We sit up here and call everybody else Uncle Tom because you left the PJs. You decided to live in the suburbs. You decided that you wanted better for your children. And so you to sell out? No, it's y'all that's in the PJs out there selling pharmacy products on the street. You feel me? It's y'all, because let me share something with you. There was a time where the projects wasn't like what it is now. There was a time when everybody would get together when they only had a little bit of food in their freezer. They will all have a cookout, okay? They would have a cookout. Or Miss Mary would cook some of the chicken at her house. Miss Charlene would cook some of the chicken at her house or beef or whatever we had, and we'll all dine in together. There was a time when Black community stuck together. It was a time that we cared about each other, that you could be outside all types of night and nothing bad happened. But now in the Black community, you can't even go outside. Miss Charlene can't even be outside on the donut. And when I say the donut, that's that round circle that's sitting in the middle of the projects when you able to sit on it and ain't nobody coming to bother you. Miss Charlene will go get her welfare check from the mailbox, and this is back in the day before they had those EBT cards. She would go get her welfare check, and ain't nobody snatched her welfare check from her. Yes, I said it. So now when I'm sitting up here talking about our community ain't right and some of y'all monsters, that's what I mean. That's what I mean, because you selling in your own community. You destroying us. You destroying your own. All you got to do is look in the mirror and you know you destroying your own. We look just alike. We look alike. All you got to do is look in the mirror. You destroying your own. And you're going to tell me because I'm married to an African man, I ain't got no right to speak on the Black community. You better get that nonsense out of here. You better get that nonsense out of here. I got the right to speak on the Black community. I was raised in 3 projects. And just because I was raised in 3 projects don't mean I got the right. But I'm African American. I was born here. Okay? Oh, because I'm married to an African, I have no right. You better get that nonsense out of here. I'm going to say what I want to say, and I don't care where the chips fall. Y'all wrong. Some of y'all doing nonsense. And all y'all doing is breeding monsters because you don't want to train them. You just having them to get that more money from welfare and that EBT card. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I said it. You ain't even teaching them. It's okay that you live in a project, but at least teach them what is right and what is wrong. Yeah, I said it. And I don't care who offended by it. Shout out to Instagram because I done hit 30K. Thank you. I appreciate that, y'all. Y'all got some nonsense going on. You got some nonsense going on telling me I ain't got no right to say whatever I want to say. I'm going to say what I want to say, and I don't care where the chips fall. Y'all doing nonsense. You breeding monsters. This is why all of us get put up in the same pot. And then people get in my comment section talk about, why do you generalize us all? You want to know why I do it? You want to know why I do it? Because that's how the world sees us. I said it. That's how the world sees us. They put us all in a pot together. Even the ones who got money, who live well. They put us all in a pot together. So only how we gonna get this nonsense corrected if all of us get together and start telling the ones who doing foolery that you doing nonsense, that we not gonna put up with your foolery. In the Black community back in the day, when somebody did nonsense, all of them rallied together and was like, no, this is not right. You can't be doing this. That's what they said back in the day. But nowadays, okay, Keisha could walk around with 10 different baby daddies. She got 12 to 15 children. Nobody say nothing. Nobody tell Keisha, keep your happy behind legs closed. Nobody say nothing. Okay? This is the foolery that get on my last nerve. Y'all do nonsense. You don't want nobody to call you on it. If you doing foolery, you bring it to social media, I got the right to speak on it. Just because I'm married to an African man, it doesn't give me the right to speak on it. I got the right to speak on it. I was born and raised in the PJs. Okay? Born and raised, did nonsense in the PJs. I went through foolery growing up. So yes, if I have something to say that's going to help the Black community and give you some shame in the process, shout out to Mrs. She Said, and give you some shame in the process, I'm going to speak it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Y'all do nonsense and you don't want nobody to call you on it. I get people in my comment section telling me, oh, don't generalize us. Oh, then say something then. Say something. Speak about it. You see something on social media that's not right, that is disgracing us. Y'all don't say nothing. Y'all just scroll past it. We have a lot of stuff that go on in the Black community. All of y'all, most of y'all stay quiet. It's only a few soldiers at the helm that speak against this foolery. The rest of y'all laugh, talking about, oh, it's cute when these kids get on social media and they doing this rapping and cursing. Oh, that's so cute. No, where your mama at? Where your mama at? That's what I want to know. Where your mama at? We teach our children foolery instead of making them pick up a book. We teach them nonsense instead of making them pick up a book. You so mad with the daddy, you don't want the daddy around. The baby don't know who their father is. They growing up with all these insecurities. Because you didn't choose wisely, mama. You out here choosing Malik, Tyreek, and all this nonsense that's on the corner. And he already got 4 or 5 different baby mamas. And you number 6. How you think your child gonna get anything and you number 6? You'd rather be a side chick than a wife. Yeah, I said it. I said it. You'd rather be a side chick than a wife. I know y'all upset that I got smoke. I don't care. I'm dressed for smoke today. Okay? I'm dressed for smoke today. I got smoke and I'm going to say whatever I want to say. And if you're offended by it, keep scrolling. You don't have to watch me. You don't have to watch me. But baby, over here, my channel going to speak truth. My content going to speak truth. If you doing nonsense, I'm going to say you doing nonsense. I will not co-sign foolery because I was born and raised in a Black community. I will not co-sign foolery. Let me get to the chat real quick. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for all that screaming. I was a little bit upset. Okay. Mr. He said, what's going on, Tracy? How you doing? All right. Isaiah, what's going on? Growth, I see you in both of my chats. How you doing? It's good to see you, sir. All right, who else we got? Let me see. Mona D, what's going on, baby? I loved the live yesterday. It was on fire, honey. Loved it. Growth, your reel was on fire, honey. You was smoking. I love that. I love the reel, my brother. Mr. He said you always on some time, honey. I don't even know what to say. You always on some time. You always on point. Mona D said facts. Take your madness tail on somewhere. I had to get at some hyena last night in my comment section. Go ahead to someone else's page with that rah-rah. Yes, and I agree. Hall, how are you this morning? It's good to see you. Right on, Sister Grand Rise. Grand Rise to you, my dear. Mr. He said, we don't co-sign foolery over here. Go sit down. Yes, we do not. We do not co-sign foolery. Growth, what's up, my brother? So now, start a program, come up with a solution, please. So, John, let me share something with you. We have already had programs. Let me share something with you that the program missed. The child got to go home. This is the thing. The child got to go home. So if you can't change what's going on inside the home, do you hear me? If you can't change what's going on inside the home, it's not going to change the child. It's not. The child still have to go home to foolery. So what I suggest is that you work in your own home. All the parents that y'all on y'all A game, work inside your home. And if you get some of your child friends that's going through foolery at home, and you get them to get in your house, you help educate them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because the programs are not working. They're not working. Because you know what happened? You get somebody in there that get money hungry. Okay? Money hungry. They're getting this money from the government. They just focus on what they need to do with a line in their pockets. That's the problem. We will sit up here and scream all day that we need a solution. And then when Zaddy start pumping money into the community, the person that they put at the head of all the funding, the money start missing. That's the truth. And only how you will reach these children is inside the home, because no matter what you teach them in the program, they still got to go home to foolery. They still got to go home to nonsense. And that's the truth, John. That is the truth. I had programs too growing up. But you know what it took? It took Miss Karen, and I had told this story before. It took Miss Karen, a church-going woman, who met me in my projects to touch my spirit. It took one person to change me, to want to do better. So that's all you got to do. You got to work inside your home. You got to work on your own children. And if your children got friends that's struggling in their home, and you can tell when a child is struggling, all you got to do is look at how they dress. Look at how they talk. Sit that child down and talk to that child. I had a lot of angels that came in my youth when I was young. I met a lot of angels, beautiful women that came in my life when I was young. When I used to go to my best friend's house, his mama would cook. She would cook extra, give me a Tupperware bowl, tell me, take this home. And I used to tell her how I'm going to explain this. She used to tell me, don't worry about it, because I know what's going on in your house. I know what's going on in your house. Take this food to your sisters and brothers. I had a girlfriend mother who, what she did for me, she told me, get some bags out of the cabinet. Take whatever you want. I got some food. Take whatever you want out of the cabinets home to your sisters and brothers. I had people in my life when I was young that was angels to me. So that's what I'm talking about. We got to work in our own homes. That's how you help. These programs are not helping. Because now when they find out a certain person is stealing the money, right? What they do? Shut down the program. That's what they do. So that's why you got to work in your own home. Save your own children, and anybody who interact with your children, save them too. I said it. Shout out to all the coaches. Shout out to all the social workers that help in the school. Shout out to all the teachers who see children that walk around with holy shoes on, and they go to Payless and get the kids some shoes. Or they go to one of the Walmart and get the kids some shoes because they got holes in their shoes. Shout out to the teachers who, after when it's lunchtime, the child come to school with their hair messed up. The teacher tell them to stay back. I brought a comb and a brush to braid your hair real quick. Shout out to all of them who do what they got to do for our kids that's in trouble. Shout out for the teachers who do what they supposed to do. Because there's some teachers who give a damn. There's some social workers who give a damn. Shout out to those coaches, the cheerleading coaches. Shout out to them too. The soccer coaches, basketball coaches, karate teachers. Shout out to y'all who do what y'all supposed to do that help some of these kids that's messed up in the community. Because we sit up here talking about, oh, this program gonna help. This is what it is. This program gonna help. Remember, the program is only 2 hours. The child still have to go home to foolery. The child still have to go home to nonsense. Yes, the child still have to go home. So let's get that right. We sit up here, we talking about all these community programs, but then they put a shark in the community program that just want to line their pockets with money. And then later the government find out, oh, this person's stealing the money. So what they do, shut the program down. There's no more programs, no more art programs, no more arts and crafts programs. And I went to all this when I was young, Boys and Girls Club, all this stuff. Arts and crafts, went to the community program, the pool, all this stuff when I was young. As soon as they found out somebody was stealing that money, they shut it down. Now what happened? The kids back to the streets. All the kids back to the streets. So no, work into your, matter of fact, that's right. That's right, bro. That's right. The church too. The church too. The church do helping as well. The church help as well too. As they should. Some churches that do the right thing. And then some don't. Some just worried about that collection plate. And no doggone well, tithing is not locked in with money. Tithing is locked in, and I even said this wrong because I said it was the 10th child that you're supposed to give to the church. That was ancient times, and that was not right. It's what you get from the ground. I'm talking about if you are doing any type of gardening and stuff like that. This is what 10th of what your earnings is. So that could be cattle. That could be any type of food that you grow from the ground that you're supposed to give to the church. But they done switched that around and made it money. They done switched that around and made it money. And that's wrong too. That's why our churches sit up here. That's why our churches sit up here and collect all types of money from us. And we sitting up here in the dark, ain't got the lights on. And they telling you, oh, God will provide. But you sitting up there in a mansion and living well. And some of your congregation don't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. No, I'm not throwing no shots at nobody. I'm not throwing no shots at nobody. But let's get it right. We sit up here and we do all types of foolery in our community and nobody say anything. Long as you go to church on Sunday, everything will be all right. This is a lot. Merchant, how are you, honey? It's good to see you. Mr. He said, we far from, here we go. We far from Cliff and Claire, but we damn sure trying to Cosby type house so we can influence the young ones that they can have a functional family if they do the work. Now he's right. We are far from the Huxtables. He right. We are so far from them. Okay? But there's nothing wrong with talking to your children. There's nothing wrong with trying to give them a stable home. Am I sitting up here talking about my home is perfect? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not sitting up here saying that. My kids go through the same thing that other children go through, but they have an advantage. They have an advantage. They have a king inside their home. Nobody in here on drugs, okay? Trigger warning, everybody. Nobody in here mess with street pharmacists. Okay, the bills are being paid. There's food on the table. We don't have to go beg nobody for food. No shot at any family that got to go beg, because I did when I was young. I know what it is to go to the church and get the basket from the church when the holidays come. I know what it is to go to the church and sit up there and eat with your family because there's no food in the house. Mama done sold all the food stamps to the street pharmacist. I know what it's like. So I'm not sitting here judging y'all. I know what it's like getting clothes from the church and shoes and stuff. I know what it's like not to have. So when I sit up here, I come with a clean heart. When I sit up here and talk to y'all about our community, I come with a clean heart. Now, occasionally it might be funny sometimes, and I'm laughing at myself, but I come to you with a clean heart. I can't come with stats and charts. I cannot. I'm too ghetto for that. And that's the truth. Only thing I can do is tell you my story and tell you how God interceded and changed me. How he put people in my way to say you don't belong this way. How God sent angels to come and be with me, that came and helped me in all the times of me going through foolery. Good morning, Bella. How you doing? Good morning, Derek. It's good to see you. So yes, I have the right to speak on the Black community. If you breeding monsters, that's what I'm going to say you do. If you out there doing street pharmacy nonsense and you go to jail, you deserve to go to jail. Because what you doing, you destroying our own people. You deserve to go to jail. Am I judging you? No, I'm just telling you, you deserve to go to jail. You hurting your own people. You getting rich on your own people. And let me share something with you. If you don't have any money, if you don't know where that money coming from, okay? You don't know where that money come from. You don't have receipts. The government take all that from you anyway. So don't get upset with me because I'm telling you, because I'm telling you what the Black community is doing. Don't get upset with me. Learn to correct it. I'm tired of us talking about we don't know what to do. We waiting for people to come save us. Let us save ourselves. Let us save ourselves. Why can't we save ourselves? Why is that hard? We waiting for people to come save us. It doesn't make sense. Why is that hard? And I'm still trying to get your name, baby, and I'm looking at it too. Misha. Am I saying that right? Masha? I'm trying to get that name correct, baby. Tell me if I said it right. All I'm saying is that this does not make sense. It doesn't. Sinister, hello, my beautiful, intelligent sister. Keep doing what you're doing. We need more of this. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. All I'm saying is that it does not make sense. We got to save ourselves. Nobody is coming to save us. We need to do a correction. Nobody's coming to save us. Let me get to the comment section real quick. Bella, good morning, dear. It's good to see you, honey. Okay, Masha, I'm going to try to say it right. I still ain't going to get it right. Derek, baby, please don't charge it to my heart. Charge it to my head, honey. I am not good with names, honey. And that's real life talk. I am not good with names, baby. I could give you, I will do a nickname real quick. I'm so sorry, honey. Yes, and so we doing all the greeting and everything. And then you telling me, sorry, I can't say, you can't see my whole name. This is true. I'm sorry, honey. Bella always doing the greeting. Good morning, Bella. It's good to see you. So here we go. You are correct. They are monsters in all communities. You cannot pretend that the Black community has no monsters. This is true. There are monsters in every community. This is facts. Okay. Good morning, Red Lipstick Vibe. How are you, honey? It's good to see you. This is facts. It's true. There are monsters in every community. But in our community, they highlight our monsters. Okay? Our monsters is the worst. They highlight our monsters to make it seem like we all evil. Okay? All right. Now, Isaiah, you already know who raising these monsters. And y'all gonna be mad about this. But it's y'all single mothers. I grew up in a single mother home, so I know the monsters my mother raised. Okay? And I was one of them. It's until you learn something different that changed you. It's until you learn the way your mama taught you is not right. It's until you get with somebody else that want to teach you something better. Then you know the way you've been raised is wrong. A lot of y'all that's my age now, you understanding that the way your mama raised you, the advice your mama gave you is not right. A lot of y'all is learning that now. And wish that your mama had taught you something better. That's what you wish. But that didn't happen. You want to know why? Because nobody taught her better. Nobody taught her better. That's why. Nobody taught her better. So that's why she didn't teach you better, because nobody taught her better. Sean says, you are perfect if you follow the law. Commandments. Read about who changed the Sabbath and you will see going to church on Sunday is a sin, and so much more. My dear, and that's the sad part, and nobody wants to tell the truth about that. Nobody do not want to tell the truth about that. There's a lot of hidden things that the churches hide. Even about wearing a head covering, they hide that. You know how many people that had got on me about wearing a head tie and telling me, you Christian, why you wearing a head tie? But it's saying in the Bible that you can. You're supposed to. But they will tell you that that is from the Muslim religion, and that's not true. It's in the Christian religion as well. Now, there's a lot of things that the Black churches hide that's in the Bible, because this is what they do. They will take certain parts that fit the narrative for their church, but they won't preach the rest. It's a lot of them that do that. But no shot at the pastors. God got you. I ain't got to say nothing about that. God got you. Okay? God got to deal with you. God already, first of all, and this is one thing that I always stand by. Let God do his job. I ain't got no reason to be saying nothing about nobody. Let God do his job. He already know what to do. He already know what to do. Okay? God already know what to do. You don't need to interfere in God's job. Okay? He is too magnificent. He is too powerful to have me, small little me, being in his business. Okay? So now, with that being said, good morning, everybody. I'm done with my rant. I'm done. Okay, good morning, everybody. It's good to see y'all. Okay, Sean said, where in the Bible does it say take up religions? Take up religion. No, baby, you right. It don't say none of that. It don't say none of that. It don't say none of that, honey, at all. We don't need to fight God's battle. This is where our brothers and sisters get it mixed up at in all these foreign countries. We don't need to fight God's battle. If he gets tired of something, he know what to do. But we as men and women, we think that we know better. We always think we know better than God. So, y'all, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to my rant. I greatly appreciate it. Okay. All right. I greatly appreciate it. Much love to y'all all. Thank you for tuning in this morning. But I just wanted to say this. Be the change in your own household. Stop waiting for somebody to come save you. Be the change in your own household. Even if you collecting welfare and food stamps. Even if you live in the hood. Be the change in your own household. It's not cute when we see our children parading all over social media and cursing and rapping and all this nonsense. If you gonna rap a poem. Why you gotta curse? Why you gotta get indignant? There was rapping back in the day. There was no curse words in it. Okay? It's all right if the child want to rap. There's nothing wrong with it. But let the child talk about maybe the struggles that they're going through, but they ain't got to curse about it. We laugh at stuff like that. We dress our girls looking like Betty Bop or Betty Boop or whatever nonsense that they out here half naked. We glorify foolery in our community. We never glorified nonsense in our community back in the day. Our ancestors is rolling in their grave because of the nonsense that they see us in the spirit realm doing now. The nonsense that we glorify. They had never done that. They had never wore their pants all the way down to the floor. They had never walked around without a belt on. They always had dignity, even when they was under the slave master. They loved themselves. They loved themselves. Even when they were being abused and mistreated, they loved their families. We don't even love ourselves. We rather be subjected to foolery and with people talking about us like we ain't nobody. All because of that mighty dollar. We will sell our souls for that mighty dollar. Instead of you waiting on God to come and do what he needs, instead of you waiting on God to come bless you. If you do the work, God will show up and show out. This is the thing that y'all forget. If you do the work, God will come and show up and show out. And stop asking God for money. That's a worldly thing. Stop asking God for money. It's worldly. He ain't got nothing to do with that. Stop asking him for money. Ask him for ideas. Ask him for wisdom and understanding. Stop asking him for money. Every time you turn around, you ask God for money. That's including me too. It's a lesson for me too. We don't know what to say no more when we pray. Y'all ask God for all these things of the world, and he's not even conformed to the world. God don't have nothing to do being with worldly things. He's not built like that. We thank God he's not. Because if he did, a lot of us will be gone today for the nonsense that we have done. One thing about when God gives you something, he don't take it back. That is one thing about God. When you succeed and you follow his plan, okay? You succeed and you follow his plan and you doing the right thing. God don't take anything back from you because you did the work. But when you follow Satan's route and you do nonsense because he needs you to do nonsense and make the black community look crazy, your time of reckoning is coming. We just counting the time. We just counting the time. All y'all who call yourselves selling out the black community, doing foolery, stealing from them, all we doing is counting the time, baby, because when you fall, we all gonna see it. We all gonna see it. It's gonna be all over social media. We all gonna see it. Because why? The devil gave it to you. The devil gave it to you. That's why. When God gives you something, honey, he will elevate you. And ain't nobody going to be able to touch it because he gave it to you. And this is the thing that we miss in our community. When God give it to you, honey, nobody can take it away. If God say yes, no man on earth can say no. Nobody can say no. This is the thing that we miss. Train your own babies in your home. I'm not telling you to go out to the community and try to save everybody in the community. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you go out there and go into the communities and try to save the communities. My black brothers, let me share something with you. We have raised monsters in the black community. I do not think that y'all should go to the black community and save the black community. I do not. That is a tornado and whirlwind waiting for you there. But if you come across children that your kids interact with, put a seed there. Put a seed there. Teach them. Put a seed in their mind. That just because the way they live don't mean they have to grow up like that when they get grown. Don't mean they have to be on the corner like they dad. Don't mean they have to be on the corner like they mama. If you come across children that live hard, put a seed there. If you see the child got some ran down shoes, stop at Walmart, get the child some shoes. So when the child comes to your house, you say, baby, here you go. You don't know what kind of seed that you put there. You don't know what kind of blessing that you gave this child. When you go get your boy haircut, you tell him, come on with us, we're going to go get haircuts. You don't know what kind of seed you put there. When you go to Mickey D's, Burger King, or if y'all having a cookout in the backyard, invite the child over. You don't know what kind of seed you put there. All the women that came into my life when I was young, people who blessed me when I was young, I never forgot them. I never forgot them. As old as I am, I have never forgot them. You don't know what kind of blessing that you put there. The seed that you put in this child's mind. They will never forget you. I did not tell you go into the community and try to save everybody. I didn't say that because you don't know what's going on in the community. They got nonsense. They got all types of foolery in the community. But if you come across a child that you can help, ain't nothing wrong with a pair of sneakers that cost $14.99. Ain't nothing wrong with a cookout that you just taking meat from the freezer, throwing it on the grill. Sitting down with the child. Talk to the child. There's nothing wrong with that. All I'm saying, my brothers and sisters, when you put a seed in somebody else's child, they remember that. And they look at the family of how you raising your child. And they say, one day when I get older, I want a family like this. Because you put a seed in them. Now when they go home to their own house and they got to look at their mama all strung out. Daddy ain't nowhere around. The child just remember how good they was at your house, how much fun they had at your house. So now when they get older, they say, when I get grown, I'm going to have my own house like that. I'm going to live in a beautiful house like that. I'm going to have a nice car like that. But what is the key to having all this, baby? What is the key? The key is education, honey. Wisdom. Staying out of trouble, baby. That is the key. When I used to get hired, I'm going to put this little tidbit in here. When I used to get hired, when people wanted to, when I went for a job and I was trying to get hired for a position. And I had so many recommendation letters from other jobs that I worked. And then they would look at my address that I was from the PJs, and their face would turn. And they would say just like this to me, all nasty, "You got a criminal record?" And I would tell them I'm clean as a whistle. Now, did I say I didn't do nonsense? I did nonsense, but I didn't do stuff that put me into, I didn't go to jail. I didn't go to jail. And then when I started getting some act right and understood what I was supposed to do, and then had to get my fingerprint, I had to get fingerprinted by FBI, CIA, okay, for the job that I was going into when I first came out of I think I was 19, okay, and had to get fingerprinted. That thing made me so proud because I knew that thing was coming back clean. They looked at me, they said, "Your record is clear." I said, I know. And any job from then on, when I went to go get a little side hustle, they said, "Well, you know, we do a criminal background." Because you know they quick to say that to you when you look melanated. When you're melanated, they quick to say that to you. "Oh, you know, we got to do a background check." And you know what I tell them? I've been checked by FBI and CIA. I've been checked by them already. So if you find something, I'll be shocked. And they look at me, they laugh. Say, "Serious?" Yes. The job I had years ago, when I started when I was 19, I stayed on that job for over 22 something years. My jacket has always been clean. So I always laugh when people say that to me. Even got a recommendation from Washington, D.C. for the job that I did in Newark. Everybody take heed to the message. Everybody have a wonderful day. Much love to you all. Okay. Please be safe. Please enjoy Sunday service as well. Much love to y'all. Everybody, please have a wonderful day. Mr. He said, "I approve this message." Oh my goodness. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Masha said, "Oh, love and hearts." Thank you. I appreciate that. Derek, I like what you put as well. Yes, I had someone ask me, "Are you sure you'll pass the drug test and the background check?" Grow said, "Let me see. Peace, sister. Peace, y'all." Okay, everybody have a great one. I greatly appreciate that. We done. Okay, if you want to donate to the channel, you can donate by Cash App. You can also donate by stars on Instagram and Facebook. You can donate by Super Chat on YouTube as well. Also, please be advised, we have our own family business called ubnracksfashion.com. The links are in my bio if you want to donate and if you want to go check out our store as well. And I have merch on YouTube as well if you want to go check that out too. Instagram, I'm going to let you out first, baby. But before I let you out, I want to say this. Thank you for letting me hit 30K, baby. I appreciate that. Y'all growing like crazy over there, and I greatly appreciate y'all sharing my content, okay? Everybody have a wonderful day, and everybody who missed this stream today, King, Merchant, and Skinny, I'm looking at y'all. Yes, I'm looking at y'all. Y'all who missed it. Merchant was here, that's right. Merchant was here, I'm sorry. But everybody else who missed it, I'm looking at y'all. Everybody have a wonderful day. Y'all take it easy. Instagram will let you out now. My foundation, where I started from. Y'all is growing like crazy too. Excuse me. And I'm sorry I had coffee. Y'all growing like crazy too. And I'm so proud of y'all. And I'm so thankful. And I'm so blessed to know all y'all beautiful content creators, wonderful people that I have met through in these YouTube streets. Okay. Everybody have a wonderful day. And y'all be the change, okay? You said I ordered the bag and the sticker. Thank you, honey. Thank you, Tracy. Y'all be the change, honey. My reply, all you doing is practice. Ain't nothing there. Oh, my goodness. Brian said, we appreciate you. I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. Everybody have a wonderful day. Y'all be safe, honey.